As we all understand, you can take a man's show, you can't take a man's voice. So that's the good news in this.
David Letterman hadn't been on a late-night stage for years. He came back for one reason, not for a book, not for a movie, not for a tour. He came back because Stephen Colbert's show was cancelled by the same corporation that spent 11 years airing it. Cancelled not because the ratings were bad, but because politics made the owners uncomfortable. And Letterman, who had his own show cancelled by a network that didn't want him anymore, understood exactly what that felt like. He showed up, that's what you do.
Trump has been drastically overstating U.S. military success in Iran. But U.S. intelligence now says Iran has retained roughly 70% of its pre-war missile stockpile, 90% of its underground missile storage and launch facilities. Lately, the administration has been insisting that their bombing campaign, named Operation Epic Fury, is over. But just in case they're hungry for seconds, reportedly, the Pentagon is considering renaming the Iran war Operation Sledgehammer. Oh, yeah! Operation Sledgehammer, bro!
Fire, boom, bang, bang, bong. That was the President of the United States describing a military operation that has now cost over $1 trillion. The actual intelligence report said Iran kept 70% of its missiles and 90% of its launch facilities. He described the war he was losing with sound effects, a 5-year-old mix with the toy soldiers. And they renamed it because under the 1973 War Powers Act, Congress must authorize military action within 60 days. The clock ran out. Their legal solution was not to go Congress. It was to give the war a new name, Operation Sledgehammer. New name, new clock, same $1 trillion, same dead soldiers. Colbert said this on his second to last show. CBS canceled him the next morning.
You're a great leader. I say it to everybody. You're a great leader. Sometimes people don't like me saying it, but I say it anyway because it's true. I only say the truth.
Congratulations. I only say the truth was Donald Trump's 1 billionth lie.
He said that to Xi Jinping, the president of the United States, standing in a foreign country, told a communist dictator who runs concentration camps that he is a great leader and that he only says the truth. Xi has held political prisoners without trial. He has eliminated presidential term limits, so he rules for life. Xi says systematically removed every check on his own power, and the American president stood next to him and said, "You are a great leader, and I only tell the truth." Colbert counted it as Trump's 1 billionth lie. On his second to last show, CBS pulled to plug 48 hours later. There's a reason they canceled the man saying these things, and it is not the rating.
The network has sent over one last thing for both of us to enjoy.
This is very thoughtful of them.
Yeah.
The Late Show, 1993 to 2026. So how many years is that?
No way of knowing.
All yours, my friend.
For sure. Colbert's show ran for 11 years. 11 years of covering Trump's first term, the pandemic, January 6th, the return, the Iran war, the pardons, the passports, the seashell prosecution, the $1 trillion skirmish. 11 years of saying the things out loud that the rest of television was too cautious to say clearly. And CBS canceled it. Not because people stopped watching him, not because the show got bad, because the people who own CBS decided that having someone on their network who says, "I only say the truth," was Donald Trump's 1 billionth lie, was not worth the friction anymore. That is not a business decision, that is a political one, and it happened in America in 2026. Letterman came back because he's been through all of it. MBS took his show, he built a new one, and he knows what it looks like when an institution decides that an honest man is more trouble than he's worth. What Colbert did in his final week, the fireboom clip, the $1 trillion number, the "I only say the truth" punchline, he didn't get louder, he didn't get angrier, he got quieter, more precise. He said the exact things that needed to be said with exactly the amount of time he had left. That's not comedy, that's actually testimony. And now the stage is dark. The Ed Sullivan Theater will get a new show, a safer one probably, one that doesn't count lies or name the price of wars or stand next to Letterman on a roof and throw things into the street, because what else are you going to do? If this is the kind of thing you come here to watch, subscribe. I'll be here. Nobody's canceling this channel yet.